piecemeal. This is, I think a lot of folks remember piecemeal as, go to a site, get a meal, that sort of thing, if you could pay for it, great. If you couldn't, it was obviously there for folks that could not as well. But let's just kind of go over piecemeal. It started to take on a lot of different forms. We're going to talk about some exciting developments with the program after the break. But let's just get an overview of piecemeal, what it's all about.
Okay. So OSF Piecemeal is a nutritious program dedicated to helping older adults remain healthy, independent, and connected to their communities. So we do this there's 3 different ways, but the first half we're going to talk about the 2 that most people know about. So the home delivered meal program, which is what I'm a part of, and the congregate program. So the home delivered meal program is set up for seniors. All of our programs are seniors 60 and above, but it's set up for people that have difficulty cooking, difficulty getting out of their houses, due to either health concerns or things like that. So these are home delivered meals brought to their houses Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And then we have the congregate site, which is located, we have one here in town at the Friendship Center. Our site supervisor's name is Sue Estes, and she does a phenomenal job down there. And then one of the great things about the Friendship Center is they also have a Wednesday salad bar. So here in town, we're open 5 days a week. And then the nice thing about the Friendship Center is they have a ton of activities that are going on all day long. So we've paired with them to do their activities, and you can stay and get a lunch from us, or come in and get a lunch from us and do the afternoon activities. Where the rest of our congregate programs, we're the ones providing the activities. So it's only like maybe play a game of cards with us afterwards, or game of bingo. The Friendship Center is really cool because there's all kinds of stuff going on all day long. So the thing that's why piecemeal matters right now is, so many of our seniors are on fixed incomes, and with the rising cost of groceries, transportation difficulties, trying to find money for food is difficult. And so we offer meals at $4 for a contribution. So if you can't afford it, you're never going to be turned away. That $4 does help us pay for the food costs, the drivers, the site supervisors, things like that. So of course we would love everyone to contribute, but we also know in the reality of this world, not everyone can contribute.
Sure.
So we just tell people to pay whatever they can afford.
For sure. Yep. Very good. So, and with piecemeal, Shelly, I mean, there's obviously the nutritious benefits to it, but whether it's home delivered meals or whether it's the congregate sites, there's so many other emotional benefits, just general well-being benefits. How about some of those things?
So if you come to a site, of course, you're going to develop friendships that maybe you wouldn't have never had. When I was a site supervisor in Monticello, I had farmers coming together with bank managers, and these guys wouldn't have been friends in the real world, but because they came to the site daily, they learned to get to know each other, and it's just a good time to still. I think people don't realize how important social interaction is. It sharpens your mind. It keeps you active, keeps your spirits up. When you become socially isolated, you can get depressed really quick, and other things, your health can start to slide. Wanting to take care of yourself can start to slide. And so many of our clients, they don't have friends and family either alive or around. Their kids have moved away, or, like my grandparents were the last of each of their families. My grandma had none of their relatives living. So we come alongside and fill that gap. I always joke that I have like 450 grandparents because they're just so sweet. And even when they get frustrated with me sometimes, like I was delivering a route the other day, and I'm not a route driver. I'm a substitute. And so I got there way too early, and she was asleep, and so she was not happy with me. And then, but we smoothed it out in the end, and she got her meal, and she was grateful for it. So, even if there is a little conflict, they usually they're so grateful that we come.
They come around. Yeah,
Mhm.
they come around. Sure, no doubt.
And then the home delivered, it's even more important with the home delivered drivers
Mhm.
and the home delivered clients because they really develop a relationship. Like I had a driver the other day that said, I think you need to check on, Mr. So and so because he's usually waiting at the door for me and he wasn't there. And I was like, okay, yeah, I will get a hold of him. And he was just in the bathroom. And that's usually what it is. They were in the bathroom or they were in the basement and they didn't hear us. But the drivers are very concerned if their clients are where they're supposed to be.
Sure. Well, and that's part of that wellness check, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you get to know their routine, their
Yes.
habits, and
Yes.
when something's out of the norm, you notice, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not just that's important, but it's also like noticing them, knowing them.
Mhm.
So they'll talk to you. Yeah, it's only like a 2-minute interaction, but they'll tell us like, oh, like I have this little guy, Mr. Michael, that's on one of my routes I deliver all the time, and we've developed a friendship. And he texts me, and he's like, "You're my one and only friend," and I'm like, I'm not his one and only friend, but like I care for him. He is
Mhm.
my friend, and so, he knew I was on vacation, so I sent him some of my vacation pictures, and,
Mhm.
he doesn't have a lot of people,
Mhm.
and so it makes
Yeah.
him feel important that someone's taking the time to invest in his life.
Yeah. Yeah, there's isolation, right? I
Mhm.
mean, for a lot of, and I know we've talked about this in the past, for a lot of the seniors you give meals to in that home delivery program, there are days you may be their only interaction.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I remember I delivered to a lady here, or I signed up a lady here in town. This was years ago. And I went to her house and there were like 12 babies, like, those real life babies. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I
They
mean,
look like real babies.
oh, okay.
Like they,
I was thinking like actual babies. Like I know
no,
actual
they're like
babies.
baby dolls. And she had them dressed up and they
Yeah.
were in different places of her house. And I was like, what's with the babies? And she was like, I have 12 children, but I don't see any of them.
Yeah.
Not one child.
Oh no.
And so, that just kind of breaks your
That breaks
heart.
your heart. Oh my gosh.
And but these babies represented her children to her. And so, just trying to get to know people, knowing that I love looking at their pictures and talking to them about their life
Mhm.
because they had full lives. Some of these people stormed the
Beaches of Normandy.
yes, for real.
Yeah.
And you can see the pictures that they had full lives and then now they're just
Yeah.
stuck at home and can't do anything.
That's the worst. That's the worst. That makes what you do worth it,
So
right?
rewarding. So
Yeah.
rewarding. And even
100%.
like I don't like to deliver in the rain. Everybody knows that. But I always try and remind myself, at least you can walk. At least you can get
Right.
out. These
Yeah.
people cannot.
Bigger problems, right? Yeah,
Right.
yeah, for sure. Shelly Tolley with Piecemeal, our guest in studio here for this morning. Shelly, let's go back to some of the basics of the program.
Yeah.
And you may have said it and I missed it, so forgive me.
Right.
Where do you serve folks?
Yeah.
What's kind of the routine of
Mhm.
your service,
Mhm.
that sort of thing?
Yeah.
Break that down for us.
So we serve, of course, here in DeWitt, but Piatt, Champaign, Ford, Iroquois, Livingston, and McLean counties. The cool thing about our program is a lot of people probably think we just hit the big towns in all those communities, but no, we deliver to all the rural people. I delivered to some people here in DeWitt the other day. That's a teeny tiny little town,
Mhm.
not close to any other little town.
Mhm.
So we would go to a town in Broadlands in Champaign,
Mhm.
far away.
Yeah.
So it
I know
doesn't
Broadlands.
matter where you live, we're gonna connect with you.
And is part of this addressing the idea of a food desert?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the rural areas, they have limited resources.
Mhm.
And like if you can't drive, how are you gonna get food?
Mhm.
And even if you can drive, a lot of my clients are like, I just drive locally. I never drive at night. So how are they supposed to get things
Mhm.
if not for us?
Mhm.
And then how it works is in the morning, it starts in the kitchen. And we have a tremendous kitchen staff that puts together over 1,500 meals a day.
Mhm.
That's both our congregate and our home delivery meals. And they get them all packed up for us, get them put with the drivers. The drivers then take them out to the clients, or to the site supervisors. And then for the seniors, it's not just like you said, it's not just about getting a meal.
Mhm.
It's also about that social interaction, that
Mhm.
wellness check. And then both are designed to help support loneliness,
Mhm.
social isolation, and to become continue to be independent.
Mhm.
So the goal for piecemeal is yes to give them a nutritious meal, but it's to age in their home.
Mhm.
We want to come alongside people and let them stay in their home as long as possible. Who wants to live in a nursing home? Nobody wants to do that. They want to stay in their own homes as long as possible. And we do that through not only our food, but wrapping them with resources. So if they need a housekeeper, I can turn that into Care Horizon. If they need someone to come and help them, bathe or take care of their hygiene, I can turn that in and they can get a caregiver.
Mhm.
If they need transportation, we turn that in. My husband actually works for Pietram, and
Mhm.
Pietram is now in DeWitt County
Mhm.
as well.
Mhm.
So we can refer them over to them to help them get rides. So it's not just about a meal, it's about social interaction and wrapping them with the resources.
Sure. Interesting. Anything on the basics of piecemeal, Shelly, we haven't touched on, you want to put out there for
Yeah,
us?
so the
Mhm.
eligibility again is 6 years old, and then, we never want finances to be a barrier. Like I said earlier, it's $4 a day, but that's just a suggested donation.
Mhm.
You pay whatever you can afford. We're never going to, keep a participant away because they can't afford it.
Very good. Are you on Facebook or social medias for folks to follow?
No,
No.
but we are on you can find us at OSF Piecemeal. If you just type that in, it will
Mhm.
pull up our, website, and it's actually got a link there that if you are wanting to get home delivered meals,
Mhm.
you can fill out a referral form, and, it will send it straight to our, admin team,
Can you
and
fill that out on behalf of someone?
yes, you can.
Yeah.
So you can fill it out for a parent, a guardian, anybody. I have a lot of nurses that will fill it out
Mhm.
for their patients.
Mhm.
So yeah, anybody, caregivers, anybody that wants can go on there. It's all you need is name, address, phone number, birth date, and we can get them signed up.
Sounds good. Well, on that note, Shelly, let's break. Come back with some more. Shelly Tolley, piecemeal, our guest here in studio. More to come with Shelly on the morning show.
WHOW.
Let's check the opening numbers now with the Chicago Board of Trade on this Wednesday. I'm Jim Taylor on the RFD Radio Network. Corn higher, beans lower. Wheat starting the day double-digit higher. September corn opening 441.5 up 3. December corn up 3, 463.5, and March corn 478.5 up 2 3/4. August beans 1186 down 6 3/4. September beans down 4 3/4. 1176.5. November beans 1186 1/4 down 4 1/4. September Chicago wheat 665.5 up 20.5. September KC wheat 701 up 23. August bean meal 315.90, that's down $1.50. August bean oil down 15 cents, 72.25. Energy markets September Brent crude oil up half a dollar, 85.23. Opening numbers on this Wednesday morning. Jim Taylor, RFD Radio Network.
Chevrolet is the heartbeat of America, and now is the time to celebrate our nation's birthday in a new Chevrolet. This is Scott Baum from Baum Chevrolet Buick in Clinton and Farmer City, inviting you to come see our selection of Chevrolets, like the sporty Chevrolet Trax and the good-looking Trailblazer. We also have a good selection of Chevrolet Equinox and the full-size Traverse. Chevrolet, together let's drive. BaumChevyBuick.com, right from the start.
Here's Matt Hart, owner of the Hart Media Group in Clinton.
It's been great. You and Ben and the entire team are doing a great job. And we're just continuing on serving the local community, right? This is what this is all about. We're here to serve our local community. We're here to tell the local stories. We're here to cover the news. So nothing in that regard is changing. Our goal is connecting people. And that's our tagline at Hart Media Group. It's connecting people.
Hart purchased the Miller Media Group in August of 2025 and looks forward to serving the community for years to come.
Your friend in Central Illinois, WHOW.
Once again, a good morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. My guest in studio today is Shelly Tolley with OSF Piecemeal. You know, Shelly, we've talked in the past, and we were trying to recall in the break, the restaurant program was really it was in its infancy. If I'm not mistaken, like maybe Farmer City was kind of the pilot or guinea pig of that.
Yeah, Farmer City has been one of our restaurant programs for a very long time.
Yeah,
As
but
long
now
as I've been working here.
well, and I guess let's first of all, you're expanding a lot
Yes.
on that front. First of all, tell us what the restaurant program kind of looks like,
Yeah.
and then we'll talk about where it's at now, where you're going. How about some of those things?
Right. So, like I said, there's 3 different branches in our programs. We talked about the first 2. The last one is the restaurant program, which it's really a cool program. So it enables 6 years over to enjoy nutritious meals while dining out at affordable prices.
Mhm.
The participating restaurants work with Piecemeal to make a menu that meets our nutritional guidelines,
Mhm.
but still at an affordable cost.
Mhm.
So what you do is you sign up. You can go to the different restaurants, which we'll talk about here in a minute, and you can buy booklets.
Mhm.
You can buy 5 tickets for $20. So that is that's an average of $4 a ticket.
Mhm.
So where can you go to get a good meal for $4 in this economy?
Barely at home anymore.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. And so, as we all know, the prices of everything are increasing. And this is very true in the restaurant industry. And we just met with a restaurant owner who we're hoping to get on board.
Mhm.
And she said, I've always wanted to offer a senior menu, but I can't afford it. I can't recoup the cost.
Mhm.
So what happens is when they purchase the ticket, so that $4 gets combined with the area agency money.
Mhm.
So we get money from the East Central Illinois Area Agency on Aging. That's a mouthful. We just call them.
I'm
the
impressed you got
area
all that out.
agency.
Yeah. The area agency.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we they help offset the cost. So we get funding from the Older American Dollars Act.
Mhm.
So those two monies go together, and then we reimburse the restaurant.
Mhm.
And so then that allows them to offer affordable meals to our seniors.
Mhm.
So what happens is our senior will go in and say, I'm going to use a piecemeal ticket. They will give them a piecemeal menu.
Mhm.
And then we're launching this new program called Senior Dine. They will have a key card. Like if you go to the library, you scan your library card,
Mhm.
you'll have a piecemeal card.
Mhm.
So when you purchase the ticket, they'll scan your card, upload your 5 tickets. You can go to any of our restaurants and here at the Friendship Center and use it at the Friendship Center. You scan it, and then you get your meal.
Oh, wow.
And then that goes into our Serve Tracker program. It records it as a meal. So then that way we can then send it to the area agency, and then they send us the money for that meal.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, so it's really cool.
All right. So now where can folks take advantage of these programs?
Yeah. So of course here, Farmer City, like we talked about.
Mhm.
If you want to purchase tickets there, you're just
Now, where at in Farmer City?
the Farmer City restaurant.
Okay.
So if you want to purchase tickets there, you'll go to the Santa Ana Township,
Mhm.
and Patty's the site supervisor there, and she's there I think from like 10 to 1 Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
Mhm.
So you can get them there. Right now it's paper tickets, but once we're in the midst of launching this Senior Dine.
Mhm.
So right now it's paper tickets, but eventually everybody will get over to those key cards. But what we're really excited about is we just opened the Hornet's Nest in Hayworth.
Mhm.
And I was just delivering a route in Hayworth, and I saw the Hornet's Nest. Have you seen it?
Mm-mm.
It is a really cool building. It has a giant hornet on the front of the
Oh,
building.
really?
Yeah.
Been a
it's
minute since
painted
I've been
on.
through Hayworth, so
And it's right on that main drag.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not-
I know where it's at. Yeah.
Not hard to miss.
Mhm.
But anyway, they've come along, and they are at 501 West Cleveland Street in Hayworth. And Sue, our site supervisor here in town.
Mm-hmm.
She's selling the tickets there.
Okay.
So she will be at the Hornet's Nest every Monday from 1 to 4, every Wednesday from 2 to 6, and every Thursday from 8 to 1. Plus, you can buy them here at the Friendship Center.
Okay. Now, I know you mentioned, Shelly, to me off the air that if you're going to do the restaurant program, that there is a cost associated with that.
Yes.
While low cost, you do need to pay for that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's $4 a ticket, but we sell them in booklets of 5.
Okay.
We do limit them to 5 tickets per month right now, but we are hoping to increase that cost just because it does come out of our budget. So we can't let people just get 30 tickets and before we put a what do you call a cap? We had some people in certain areas, they were eating every single meal because I mean it's cheaper to buy a $4 meal than to get groceries, but we just couldn't sustain that. So we want to make it an equal opportunity for everybody instead of just it going to one area.
Sure. All right. Very good. All right. So I've got 1 minute, Shelly. Actually, less than a minute, 30 seconds. Give me final thoughts on this.
So if you're a restaurant, especially in Champaign County, that wants to partner with us, please call 309-665-5900, and we would happily come out and meet with you, explain the program, and help you set up a menu that is cost effective for you. And we would love for you to participate in our restaurant program.
All right. So
and we also would love people to participate at the Hornet's Nest.
sure. How do folks learn about Piecemeal, Shelly?
Go to our website, osfpiecemeal.com, and or just call us at 309-665-5900.
Shelly Tolley, OSF Piecemeal in studio with us. Network news on the way.
WHOW.